Hey everyone, I'm Mike from theparkprodigy.com, and on today's video we are going to break down 5 things that you'll absolutely love about the Disney Polynesian Resort. And the Disney Polynesian Resort is one of the most popular hotels on Walt Disney World property, and from what we've seen here at the Park Prodigy, it is one of the hotels that seems to book up the quickest, meaning it is one of the most difficult hotels to get a reservation for. So what we recommend is, if you're thinking about this hotel, you definitely have to figure out if you want to stay here pretty quickly, and you definitely have to make that reservation as soon as possible. And that's why we put together this video. We do hope that this helps you make that decision. Maybe there are a couple things in this video that kind of put you over the edge and make you decide that you want to stay at the Disney Polynesian Resort. So if you're thinking about it, you're definitely going to want to stick around until the end of this video, and hopefully you get some helpful information. I'm really excited. The Polynesian is one of my favorite hotels in all of Walt Disney World. So let's go get started. Thank you all so much for checking out this video. Thank you for checking out all the videos here at the Park Prodigy. And like we said, in this video, we're going to break down the top 5 things at the Disney Polynesian Resort. Now, again, we've mentioned that this is one of the most popular hotels in all of Walt Disney World. And with the iconic South Pacific tropical theming, top-notch accommodations, and so many cool amenities that we're going to talk about in a little bit, there is so much cool stuff going on at the Polynesian Resort. Also, Disney has made some recent upgrades. That's right, this hotel has been reimagined, and there have been some renovations. Really cool stuff specifically going on in the guest rooms, in your hotel rooms that you'll stay in if you do book a vacation here at the Polynesian, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. But let's jump right in. We're going to start with number 5, and we're going to start with the breathtaking views of the new 50th anniversary Magic Kingdom fireworks. But specifically, even if you're not making it for the 50th anniversary, we're talking about the breathtaking views of the fireworks in general. Now, one of the best features of the Polynesian Resort is that guests can catch the fireworks from their hotel, from the beach at the Polynesian. Now, of course, there are brand new 50th anniversary celebration fireworks, and this is going to be Disney Enchantment. Now, there are so many different places that you can cozy up to watch this nighttime spectacular at the Polynesian, which is what we really love about this hotel. Whether you're having a late night feast at Ohana, or you're sitting with your toes in the sand at the Polynesian Resort Beach, the Disney Enchantment music is also played throughout the resort, which is another reason why we really love this, because you're getting that full feel. I think the Disney Imagineers do such a great job of the music. Really is such an important part of any of the fireworks shows at Walt Disney World. So the fact that you have that music playing with you while you're at the Disney Polynesian Resort, it simply makes this one of our favorite places to watch fireworks in all of Walt Disney World when you're not specifically on Main Street in the Magic Kingdom. And as a quick note, one thing we did want to mention is you can also book a fireworks cruise from the Polynesian Marina, which will take you and up to 10 guests onto the Seven Seas Lagoon to watch Disney Enchantment as well. Okay, so moving on to number 4, and we have the Moana guest room renovation. So we quickly touched base of it a little bit earlier, but a lot of the guest rooms here at the Polynesian Resort have gone under renovation. And although we did love the Lilo and Stitch, the last Disney IP featured at the Polynesian Resort for quite some time, the Moana retheme makes us love the resort rooms even more. You can find Lilo and Stitch elements in the Great Ceremonial House, but the guest rooms and the guest room hallways have a brand new look with Moana-inspired decor. Now, the new overlay in the guest room hallways gives off a bright, vibrant tropical vibe with hidden hee-hee greeting you as you walk through the room. Other new elements you can find in the guest rooms are lighter and brighter spaces with warm tone woods and more open concepts, Moana-themed closet space with Maui-style tattoo patterns on the outside, hee-hee wall decor on the coffee station, a complete reimagining of the bedrooms with Moana artwork, themed light figures, a giant mural, the same type as Maui's storytelling tattoos, carved Polynesian style headboards, and so much more. They also upgraded the bathrooms, and the bathrooms are a little bit more spacious with Moana artwork and other Polynesian influenced designed elements. And again, this made the list because we really don't think that you'll be disappointed with the upgraded rooms. A lot of folks, especially in the Disney community, sometimes, old school fans, we don't like change. However, I think in this case, Moana is an amazing movie, and I think all of the theming, that it just ties in so perfectly with the Polynesian. And of course, as guests, when you're paying for these type of rooms at a deluxe resort, you want the upgraded room. So I think that this was definitely overdue. I think that this was needed at this hotel, and I think this just makes this hotel even better, which is why it made the list. All right, so moving on to number 3, and of course we do have the tropical vibes. Now, the Polynesian Resort is one of our favorites on Disney property because they simply do such a good job of making you feel like you did escape to a tropical island. Now, as Disney continues to enhance the Polynesian, we've only seen more improvements with the relaxed island theming. The lush vegetation surrounding the resort, the incredible volcano-themed style pool, sparkling waterfalls, tiki torches, white sand beaches, palm trees, relaxing South Pacific Island music, even getting down to the flower lay on arrival. You can't help but let your troubles melt away while you're staying at this hotel. And one of the biggest things that we do enjoy is the amenities, the tropical themed amenities. And like we said, I think the Disney Polynesian Resort has two of the best pools on Disney property, specifically that lava pool, the volcano style pool, which the kids will love. And then, of course, not to mention, you have the boats on Bay Lake taking you to and from Magic Kingdom if you so choose. And hey, we might talk about another one of those amenities in a little bit. But overall, again, just a tropical theme. You're in the Disney bubble, but you kind of have that little tropical island oasis theme going on within that bubble. Now, moving on to number 2, and something that is so iconic. One of the reasons why I do think the Disney Polynesian Resort is so popular. And at number 2, we do have the Monorail, which takes you to and from Magic Kingdom Park. Also, you could take the Monorail over to the Ticket and Transportation Center and then hop on a monorail from there and go over to Epcot. But very simply, in my opinion, I think the fact that this is the Disney Polynesian Resort is on the monorail, and I also will say that I do think that this is the best monorail resort. Now, the Grand Floridian and the Contemporary Resort are making a lot of upgrades as well. However, I still love the theming. I think for the price point, I would just prefer to stay at the Disney Polynesian Resort. That's just my opinion. But with that being said, you do have the monorail. What the new additions to Walt Disney World 50th anniversary, and we simply love the fact that you can go so quickly to and from the Magic Kingdom. Now, of course, Disney has also made some upgrades to the monorail station at the Polynesian Resort, and we just love the simple fact that you can kind of roll out of bed and be a few steps away from the monorail to take you over to the Magic Kingdom Park. Now, of course, also when you're in Florida, the Florida heat is, blaring down at you, and you just want a quick and convenient way to get over to the park. I will also say, just from a convenience standpoint, the brand new walkway over at the Grand Floridian, and we're going to do a video on the Grand Floridian in a few weeks. We're definitely going to mention that, but I will say that that walkway kind of makes it full circle on the Monorail Resort. I personally, I come from a family where we enjoy to walk. If I can walk to the park, even if it's a couple extra minutes, I'd rather I'm a New Yorker. I want to be moving. Even though the monorail is convenient, if I have to just stand at the monorail station for a couple minutes, I just get impatient. That's just me, right? So I like to walk. I will say that now, with that walkway connecting the Grand Floridian, you can walk from the Polynesian Resort to the Grand Floridian Resort, and then very simply from the Grand Floridian to the Magic Kingdom Resort. It's probably going to be about a 20 to 25 minute walk. However, with that being said, you can still do that, and especially coming back to the hotel at night. Again, if the lines are a little backed up, if you're visiting during a busier time of year, the lines might be backed up. That is also an option. So I just think, yes, the Monorail Resort, this is really convenience of being on Seven Seas Lagoon, being in the middle of it all. The monorail is amazing. It's iconic. With that being said, there's so much more, and that's why I made the list at number 2. Okay, so moving on to number 1, and this might come as no surprise, but we have the amazing food options here at the Disney Polynesian Resort. And of course, sticking with the theming, the main reason why we love a lot of the restaurants here at the Polynesian is because they have some of the best themed restaurants, bar and lounges for all my adults visiting Walt Disney World. One of my favorite bars in all of Walt Disney World is at the Disney Polynesian Resort, and I think it's simply a must-do for a lot of folks. And even though there's been some changes to the dining options, such as Ohana no longer being a character dining experience, we still think that the food alone is worth the visit. And we're going to start with Ohana. And Ohana is a family favorite, I think specifically because it is an all-you-can-eat affair, right? They have all-you-can-eat breakfast or dinner. Now, some of the best food on property is served during these meals, and we can't stress how delicious it simply is. Now, if you know anything about Ohana, you've probably heard of the famous Ohana noodles, which you can eat as many as you like with the family-style meal. And you can also enjoy some teriyaki beef, grilled chicken, and our favorite, the pineapple coconut bread pudding. Okay, now I have to give a huge shout out to my adults visiting Walt Disney World. We have Trader Sam's Grog Grotto. Now, this is a one-of-a-kind tropical tiki bar, and it is an extremely popular experience, so much so you can't make a reservation for this. You have to show up, put your name on a list, kind of old school, but I promise you it is going to be worth the experience. Now, again, the coolest thing about this is, yes, there are going to be a lot of different mixed cocktails, such as Cocado Punch, Sailor Jerry Spiced Rum. We have Sam's Gorilla Grog. And so again, the coolest thing about this is this is a bar, so there's going to be a lot of different mixed drinks. The other thing that we really enjoy is Trader Sam's has, these kind of iconic cups or, mugs that you could take back with you if you pay a little bit extra. But with that being said, also, we've had lunch here and, we've grabbed some small bites. The food here is really, really good. So again, I think the overall experience, I think, it's kind of, again, if you're a Disney fan, there's Trader Sam's in Walt Disney World. Here at the Polynesian, there's Trader Sam's in Disneyland. It's just one of those things where if you're making the trip, you might as well do it right and go and visit Trader Sam's, in my opinion. And that's why this is on the list. Moving on to, I guess, the third option, the third dining option that we love. You do have Kona. And Kona is kind of, it's a quick service sort of spot. With that being said, I've had some of the best lunches at Walt Disney World at Kona, and I think one of the convenient things about staying at the Polynesian is you can very simply hop over to Kona for lunch, for dinner, and you're going to have really, really great food. Specifically, the sushi here is really, really good. And of course, we can't forget the Tonga toast, which is going to be at the quick service location as well, Captain Cook's. But the Tonga toast is iconic here at the Polynesian Resort, and so you'll definitely want to check that out for breakfast. And last but not least, the main reason why we had to talk about the food at the Polynesian Resort is the Dole Whip. Yes, of course. The Dole Whip is by far one of the most iconic snacks in all of Walt Disney World, and you can have access to the Dole Whips at the Polynesian Resort. Now, they do serve the soft serve, which is the original pineapple. They also have a twist, which is pineapple and vanilla, and I'm almost positive you can get vanilla as well. But the Dole Whip it doesn't get any more iconic at Walt Disney World. And again, my perfect night would be combine a Dole Whip with the Magic Kingdom fireworks from the beach at the Polynesian, and you can obviously see why we love this hotel so much. That is the list, guys, from 5 down to 1. I hope you can all see why there are so many cool things going on at the Polynesian Resort. I hope this video helped you decide if you did want to stay at the Polynesian Resort. And if you are in the process of planning a Walt Disney World vacation and you do need a little additional help, be sure to go check out our website, theparkprodigy.com. We have a ton of free vacation planning tools. We got a ton of discounted theme park tickets, vacation packages over at the Polynesian. Everything you need to be as prepared as possible for your next Disney vacation. I had a lot of fun doing this video. Which hotel should we do next, guys? Be sure to leave us in the comment section. Let me know which hotel you would love to learn more about, which hotel you're thinking about staying at for your next Walt Disney World vacation, and we will do a video on that hotel. If you do have any tips and tricks at the Polynesian, if you are Polynesian vets and anything that I missed, be sure to leave it in the comment section to let other guests know what they can enjoy when they go over to this amazing hotel. I think that's all the time we have for today. Until next time, I will talk to you guys soon.